It's well and truly supposed to be summer by now, but Otago was heading towards a white Christmas this morning. Rachel Graham has more.
Dream come true for some, and a surprise for others. Ethel resident Dave Rains woke up to a sea of white this morning.
So we wake up this morning at 6 o'clock and there's about an inch of snow on the ground and snowing, and we've just driven up here to the honey shop and there's snow on the ground all the way. It's not on the road and it's just like rain now. So we had about 3 hours of snow this morning.
Visibility was poor when he made his 15-minute drive up to the Garston honey shop, where Radio New Zealand spoke to him while he had his morning coffee. He couldn't see through to the nearby hills, and there were whiteout conditions in some places. 3 hours drive away, at 10 a.m. this morning, snow was falling steadily on Paul Hart in Naseby. He's lived in Naseby for 17 years. As they're at 600 metres above sea level, it's not that unusual to get a dump of snow when a cold front comes through in December.
The roads are quite warm, so I didn't really settle on the roads, just on the grasses, roofs and trees, etc. It's always nice when it's snowing. You can't even see any snow at all on the ground now. She's all gone. You don't get all the slush and that like we do in the winter time.
At Mount Nicholas Farm in Queenstown, Kate Cox reckons it felt about 3 or 4 degrees this morning. But snow was only falling on the highest parts of their farm.
We farm 40,000 hectares here, but it's only a small amount of snow. And at this time of year, when you get colder weather, your lambs and your calves have got some age on them, and so they're well equipped to deal with the colder spells that you do have.
And thankfully, the nearby snow wasn't causing problems for cherry farmer Martin Milne at Cheeky Cherries in Cromwell.
For a Scotsman, it's always good weather here. But in general, there was a bit of rain this morning. We get the helicopters out to blow dry the cherries just to save them splitting. So, yeah, there was a bit of rain and it was a bit cold. I've got my shorts on, so it can't be too bad. Probably it might have been down to 7 degrees this morning. I never actually checked the temperature.
Martin Milne says the cherry harvest is looking excellent so far, but he'll be glad to see the temperatures back to the high 20s next week as forecast. Met Service meteorologist Matapelo Maka Bojani says higher altitude areas received the most snow, but some fell down to 200 metres. A cold front has been moving up the South Island, followed by cooler air that's lowering the freezing level.
Things like this do happen every now and then. It all depends on the intensity of the cold front and how far north it actually migrates. So it is quite unusual, I would say, but probably not completely unheard of.
Another front is due this evening, with snow dustings possible into the early hours of tomorrow. But she says they should clear up by sunrise. For Checkpoint, this is Rachel Graham.